Okay, now in this video, we want to find the antiderivative of this function. So we have the function to be 2x times 1 minus x, and then we raise that bracket to the power 14. Okay, I'm going to start by a u sub, and that is motivated by the fact that I want to get a single term, right, inside this bracket. So when we raise a single term to the power 14, and by applying inverse power rule on that, it will make things a little bit easier. All right, great. So let me do that by saying let u be the inside the bracket that is 1 minus x. All right, when we do that, we will want to get dx from there. So we can do that by simply taking the derivative of both sides. So if you differentiate that u with respect to x, you're going to have -1. So I'll just put the dx over here. Okay, great. And from here, this tells us, from this fact, all right, this tells us that x will become 1 minus u. That is, since u is 1 minus x, then x is going to be 1 minus u, just by making x subject of formula. All right, so that tells us that this integral will become, well, 2 times, maybe I can put the 2 out front, right? X, well, x is 1 minus u. So in place of x, I just put 1 minus u, right? And then this bracket, inside the bracket, we have 1 minus x, which is said to be u. And then we're going to have to raise that to power 14. And in place of dx, we're going to have negative du, all right, just from this equation here. So maybe just put it down there as negative du. All right, great. So this can become -2 times the integral of, well, let's multiply this bracket out. U to the 14th power times 1 is u to the 14th power. And then minus u to the 14th power times u is u to the 15th power, right? Okay, so we have the -2 out there, and then we take this over the u variable. And this turns out to be so easy because we just need to apply the inverse power rule, since these are just power functions. So the antiderivative of u to the 14th power will mean that we're going to have u to the power 15 divided by 15. All right, that is just by adding 1 to the power and then dividing by the new power. That is after adding 1. Okay, great. And then the antiderivative of this is going to be still using the same inverse power rule. We're going to have u to the power 16 divided by 16. Okay, great. And if you'd like, you can multiply this throughout, but then I will want from here, I want to make the backward substitution by recalling that the u was 1 minus x. So in place of u over here, I'm going to put in 1 minus x. We're going to have 1 minus x raised to the power 15 divided by 15, right? And then we say minus still 1 minus x raised to the power of 16, and then we divided it by 16. And then since we are done, we can add an arbitrary constant to that. And this right here is the antiderivative of the function we were given over there. All right, great. Okay, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.